cannot break, we cannot bend. We must find and strike their hearts, must stop its relentless beating pulse. For these tyrants covered our world. Gather our people, bring them to the ruins. You shall wait at the city gates. You shall guide their way. You shall hear their coming steps. Feel our malice. Fire every soul they took away. Rearm and take our aim. Rain down the fire like rain.
Welcome back, everybody, to Mythic Esports live stream. This is our Thursday stream. I'm with my boy Primus. What's good, my boy? Yeah.
I'm ready. My body's ready.
Your body is ready. My body is ready, but my mind is never ready. Okay, moving on. Today we got our host Riley on. And everybody in the Discord, by the way, just want to make a quick little shout out to our birthday boy Wookie Monster. Just out there. You're right. There we go. There we go. But for today's game, ladies and gentlemen, we have Pref No Leash versus Turniips Tots.
Turnips, yeah.
And that was originally, I believe, across the map. Yeah, across the map. So Turniips Tots became across the map became Turniips Tots. This is gonna be fun in the sun, ladies and gentlemen. Primus. What do you look? I mean, you didn't really take a. You told me that you didn't take a look. This is the first time you've seen both these teams, correct?
Yeah, I like to go in fresh at the beginning of the season. Like weeks 1 through 3, I just want to be surprised about who's playing what. I don't like to especially when I'm doing play by play. I don't need to know I don't need to know what they want to play. I just need to know what they play after they draft it. I'm just here to look at all the pretty colors and explosions.
Yay! We
But no,
jeez.
I mean there's a few players. I mean, I don't think some of them are playing, but Diagon's MT I've seen play. I mean Mr. Schmee's not playing, but I remember watching him last season. Juggernaut, obviously, he's one of our casters, so I told him he can't feed, otherwise I'm gonna flame him for it.
Yep.
Everyone else, I won't say too much negative stuff except for him,
Yeah.
as we should. And this
Um.
is why I stopped playing.
Well, you would target them. You would target them because we know what their bans and picks are just by looking at it. I mean, they could also look that up. Just just saying. But moving on. We are just waiting on a few more team
I think
few
one
more
more.
teammates
I'm
on
just
the
waiting on one more person.
yeah, one more player. But so I've looked at their roster, both the rosters of Turnips Tots and also Pref No Leash. Um, if I see a single leash from Pref No Leash, I'm coming after them, by the way, because that's really a lie name. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's
But
like
with
when
that,
the bovines don't play Alistair. Like
right, he didn't play Alistar last time we cast him, by the way.
he played it once. He played
Oh
he
wait,
played it the
yeah,
second game
he second game, but he
with
didn't consistently play it.
the bell the like cow skin.
Yeah, it's the cowbell skin. Yes,
Yeah.
you are correct.
Yeah.
Um, we also we see on the side of Jack Spectrum. I remember seeing some of these teams. I think we've casted a few of these teams already,
Right.
and I have honestly Turnips Tots they always have a sub in at the moment because unfortunately, their jungle and captain Turniips is out of town. Shout out to Turniips, by the way. Hope you're having a good time in Cali. I'm never gonna see you. You're never gonna find me here in Cali. Just saying. Um, but they always come out swinging. I know that for sure for about Turniips Tots. Now for Pref No Leash, I believe if I look at the Discord, for our standings, they are not doing too bad. Let me see this. Results. No, standing. Pref. They're not doing too hot right now. Pref No Leash. Right now they are sixth place, but across the map, other knows Turnips Tots. They're second place in their division. So I mean, they're the only
Love
other
to see
team
it.
that's the only other team that's kind of like keeping them on their toes is Insomnia or Boros. Um, I cannot wait to see that game if we ever cast it. If it happens behind the scenes, then it happens behind the scenes. We can't always pick the same team over and over again. We have to make sure that we give other teams the ability to, you know, play on our streams because we
Exactly.
always want to showcase them. Uh, and also, Shmi, I wasn't talking about you, by the way. I was talking about turnips. It's not always
I'm
about.
in Alaska.
It's nobody lives in Alaska. What a loser! Just kidding. I'm kidding.
They
I'm
have
kidding. I'm
they have like
kidding.
caribou and stuff, I think, and, like bears.
And the Northern Lights. You know what? Yeah. Okay. You know what? You
Aurora
have.
borealis.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Oh, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go straight into draft. Unfortunately,
Sick.
today we don't have our, our pro comps overlay today, but I'm gonna do a quick shout out to pro comps, and say a few words really quick. Pro comps is a tool for League of Legends teams, coaches, and individual players that want to take their game to the next level. They offer live insights and suggestions such as power spikes, champion suggestions, and useful warnings that help you make the best possible selection outcome. Not only not only that, but they have counters and synergies, tier lists, and patch updates, comp builds, and so much more. Click the link in our about section below to see for yourself. That's a lot. It's a mouthful. Jeez. I gotta give a shout out to Riley out
Yeah,
about that.
draft is up, so
Uh,
we are in Garen. The top lane bans already. I
yeah.
guess they don't want to see any of
Well,
the shenanigans. And well, I
well,
guess with the durability changes, I mean, you'd think 80 carries would be higher up on the list of bans, but not today. Top laners. I mean, I don't see a problem with Gangplank Garen. I wouldn't say it would be high on priority picks. Just I guess meta bans, but I mean, this is Mythic Esports. We don't play meta.
I mean, I have to. I played a game earlier, and it turns out that Gangplank is now in the mid lane area and Ash is
Ooh,
now in the support area.
I
So
have seen a lot of support Ash. It's actually
yeah,
I think in higher elo it's played more than 80 carry,
yes, I think yes, yes, it is. Uh, but we do know that there's the Lulu. Everybody hates Lulu. Okay, I'm
except for
happy to
me.
see that.
Love
You
Lulu.
stay with your Nautilus. Okay, we'll feel better about that. All right.
But Lulu's so much fun.
No, it's not.
I
Looks like
just
they're not giving GG no rematch that Aphelios. They just don't want to. It's I mean it's all around not really target picking on this. Pref No Leash is not really target picking. Um, but it looks like Turnips doesn't really want uh Digon Digons to have any of the comfort supports or the annoying supports. Moving on.
yeah. I do have to say, Wookie, why are you working on your birthday? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, dude, go on, go get a drink.
Yeah, man. What are you turning? Like
What?
40? Come
40?
on.
Yeah, no, I was just about to say the same thing. 40. So looks like the first pick for Pref No Leash is going to be Senna, and then uh,
Ooh.
the next picks are going to be Zeri and Trundle on the side of Turnips Tots. Um, I like Zeri. GG no rematch. I haven't really seen him. I haven't really seen. I don't think we've really seen him play Zeri yet. But GG no rematch always coming out with those
Senna Nautilus. This is
Oh
what I like
no.
to see.
Uh, I
So
kept
excited. Please lock it in. Yes!
though.
Urgh! I'm like Captain Flowers and Skarner. Like, no, this is my bread and butter. And Senna, who I actually used to play like Senna daily. Back when Senna ADC, like, early on was actually more viable than Senna support. Which is obviously back now. I'm a big
Yeah,
fan. I like to see it. She doesn't need to starve. Give her the gold. And
and they
a
picked the
Volibear.
Volibear.
A lot of good front line from the side of Pref No Leash.
Yeah, I wouldn't really have picked a tank, especially if they show the Trundle like that, you know? They flash a Trundle, you probably want to play something a bit more damage heavy or bruiser wise or maybe even a dueling champion, you know? But you know that I cast, so I do not know how to play. Therefore I
Exactly.
cast.
Tails all this time. I mean, I think they're decent picks all around. I don't think there's a clear like
Yeah.
bad matchup in any of these scenarios. I mean, Zeri, takes I think both Zeri and Senna take a little bit to ramp up. They're not really early game 80 carries.
Mm-mm.
So I think it's really going to be dependent on the positioning of the Nautilus and Leona and who gets on the 80 carry first. Um, Obviously, Leona able to do it through minions, so that might be a little bit easier for Super Bros. We shall see. Um, some more mid laners getting banned out by
Yeah.
Turnip. More
I
junglers banned out by Pref.
Yeah, I think they're trying to make sure that, you know, Lunar isn't really in the comfortable spot.
Yeah, I mean, this still could possibly be a
Yeah.
Trundle top.
It's a flex
Um,
pick. It's a
it
flex pick.
is.
I
It's a
do
good
like
flex pick. I like Trundle top,
uh
especially when you're playing against a bunch of tanky top laners, which Volibear could. Volibear could just go Sunder and then just full. Could go top and just be full. Armor, magic resist, full tank Volibear.
yeah. I do believe that.
Yeah,
And
they
then the
still could have damage in the jungle for sure.
LeBlanc ban right there. I mean, we've already seen the power of LeBlanc a couple times on stream and it is insane. I would not
Mini
be surprised.
fakers.
Yeah, right. I would not be surprised if I see a Victor here, maybe, because Victor is such a safe pick at the moment in time.
I think
Uh,
yeah, if they're both playing front to back comps, yeah, there's that control mage with the Azir. I
yeah,
was gonna say if it looks like they're kind of having the same, I guess, style of play right now. I mean, depending on what these next two picks are, but
yeah,
we could be seeing some nutty 5 vs 5, just two phalanxes rushing into each other, which
yeah.
that was almost interesting.
So
But
I have to say, like you were bringing up the Fakers. That's another one of Fakers champion pools,
that's
right?
what he's known for. Yeah.
uh, I don't think there's the mid lane counter pick. I think they're giving the top laner counter pick on the side of Turnips Tots. The Cassiopeia, I mean, that helps out so much. It kind of is gonna stop the Azir from doing the stream shuffle, which is going to kind of they're gonna have to play around that grounding effect.
Yeah,
Cause
and the W also stopped Zeri from dashing.
oh, true,
So, and
yes,
the pool can kind of stop the mobility of Zeri, which it looks like it's going to be a Volibear jungle.
yeah,
So, I mean,
right,
it's kind of hard. I think yeah, Jax is kind of a good safe pick into Trundle, but also it's not really something that like you can just straight up counter pick. I
hmm.
think Jax is just a safe pick overall.
Yes, it
We'll
is.
see if this is a flex Trundle top lane or
I don't
Trundle
think
in the
so.
jungle.
It might be
I think
Trundle.
it'll be in the jungle, especially if he wants to do something against his
Yeah,
Volibear. And yeah, there's the Alawi, which
yeah,
if I remember correctly, like Alawi does really well into Jax.
uh-huh.
Doesn't really have to auto a lot. Just use the tentacles. So it kind of defeats the purpose of Jax's spin to win. So I mean, pretty good pick. And kind of you can also like poke him from afar, but at the same time, if he jumps on you, you can still reciprocate all the damage. And obviously, even if Volibear comes in the top lane, Alawi is going to be pretty nutty. So I think that gives Trundle a chance to focus on mid and bot. So we probably won't see many ganks from the Trundle top lane. Alawi obviously being one of the best 2v1 champions
Yep.
that has ever existed.
Especially as soon as she gets that first item, or even that Sheen. That Sheen's gonna help out so much to
Oh,
help
absolutely.
deal with Aki. Uh, just really quick, we're gonna go down the rosters of both sides for Pref No
Right.
Leash. For Pref No Leash, we have Aki Aiden. For jungle, we got Jack Spectrum. Mid lane, we got Branded Guts, Cowboy Eric in the 80 carry role, and Diagonus MT in the support. And
Yeah,
Primus.
and for turnip tops, we got it's Tots.
Tots. Tots.
Well, speaking of tops, our top lane for the night for them is going to be our boy Juggernaut, Cog Lunar in the jungle, No Turt in the mid lane, GG No rematch in the 80 carry role, and 543 Super Bros in the support role.
Yeah.
My boy Diagon's, I think he knew I was casting tonight, so he picked the Nautilus.
Yeah. Predictions are live, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing how we see what we see for the draft. Primus, how do you feeling about either side? Which side would you honestly think actually drafts better than
I
the other?
I really like the Alawi and the Azir picks for splitting up the team and splitting up the priorities. So you can't really just hit the back line of Turnip because you still have to worry about a flank from Azir, the stream shuffle. Alawi can literally take care of your like half your team for a few moments. Really good at that. But Pref picked Nautilus, so I think Turnip's gonna win, but I'm gonna root for the Senate Nautilus. So I don't know. I'm undecided, but I think I'm just gonna give it to Pref just because I like the Jacks. I think we haven't seen in a while,
Yeah.
and obviously Nautilus. So
I mean, I have to say you are right. I honestly, in my eyes, I think they're very evenly matched, especially when it
yeah,
comes to the team fight aspect of it. But for the split pushing, I honestly believe they can do that. Turnips Tots can do a 1-3-1, get away with a 1-3-1
yeah.
better than Pref No Leash, because they have the Alawi as a split pusher and the Trundle as a split pusher, and the Azir, the Zeri, and then Leona can pretty much just poke everybody down, and Leona can, peel away anybody that tries to come after Azir and Zeri. The reason why, and also I gotta admit, I do love the Alawi. Juggernaut knows I love the Alawi, so I have to just say I'm gonna give it to Turnips Tots. But you guys let us know who you guys think is gonna win. The predictions are live on the Twitch, and let us know. Like, tell us in chat. Why do you guys think it's gonna win? What do you guys feel
Why?
about these teams? I mean,
Why?
why? Why?
Why?
Why? I'm in Waluigi mode, alright? Leave me alone. I was playing some Mario Tennis earlier.
Yeah, which oat milk, you're right. I hope both teams have fun. It is currently tied fun to fun. There are no points on the board just yet. Beautiful High Mare Mother reference there for you. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I think that's the whole point of Mythic Esports. Especially in the early weeks, you're kind of just getting your feet wet, just kind of getting used to playing. Especially like getting casted, it is a little bit of pressure, knowing that like more than your team is watching you.
Exactly.
So, and some of these guys are new names, so uh, this might be their first time, getting casted these first 2 weeks. So, good luck to
Under
them.
pressure,
I'm
looking
excited.
down on me, pushing. Oh, copyright. My bad. But we're gonna do a quick ad by Procomps. Just to let you guys know, rip headphone users. So turn down those volumes really quick, and we're gonna go right into that ad, and then we're gonna be on a quick break.
Everybody, panic! Hold on. I'm about to say something really cool. 3, 41, 9, and lift off! No one dies screaming without me. I feel like I forgot to shoot something. You're starting to bore me. She's such a loser, always ready to cry. Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Thank you again, Procons, for sponsoring us. We're gonna go on a short little intermission because that spectator delay. But don't touch those browsers. We'll be right back for game one. Prep No Leash versus Turniips Tots.
Touch that browser.
You will stay in 45. You will be our silent eye. Well, come seek us out. We will be there to give them reckoning. Oh, you shall wait at the city gates. You shall guide their way. You shall hear their coming steps. Feel our malice. For every soul they took away, we arm and take our aim. Bring down the fire like Fellow armsmen, I ask you, will you follow me tonight to break their spine and reclaim what once was mine? Those cravens backstabbed me, deceived me. Never shall I tolerate their crimes again. Now let the hunt begin. Oh, 7,000 souls scared and daunted, such a tale of woe. Not too long ago, this village was a golden scene of hope. Call down the reckoning to bring back hope and peace. Restore our glory to live forever. Bring down the dark regime. I know how to unleash
All right, ladies, gentlemen, and champions on the Rift. It is week 2 of Mythic Esports. Pref no leash versus Turnip Tots. Blue versus red. It looks like both teams want some level 1 shenanigans, but on other sides of the map. Oh, I love to see it. They want it, but they just want it in different places. So it looks like there's not going to be any wards going down for Turnip except on their own.
Yeah.
Tribush, whereas
Oh,
no
dear.
one's there. Sorry, surprise.
I mean, that's if they get back there quick enough. Maybe.
But they dropped a leash, so they will have the timer on Cog Lunar.
Yeah.
And is there? I was gonna say, Cinna might not be the best AD carry to have a cheeky bush gank level 1.
Oh, true.
Not the worst. I mean, you can get a good amount of damage in your auto Q, but maybe Zeri not gonna be one you want to do that against, especially with Trundle being somewhat close. So they're just gonna leash instead, even though their team name is Pref no leash.
Right? Oh man. All right, report them.
Reported.
We did see, just to point out something, in this most recent patch that we got in, Senna did get a bit of a, on the passive absolution, the miss drop rate went up a bit more.
Right.
The Q damage went down though. So I don't know how well that's going to affect her, or if it's going to even affect her at all. They both actually, on the side of Pref no leash, they both took support items.
They did, which might work out. I mean, Nautilus is taking some crease, so Lena's going to go in. They hit 2 first. Dagon's going to get stunned, but Super's going to take a lot of damage. He's going to say, just kidding, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, right? Also, major comfort pick for Jack Spectrum. Jack Spectrum here in the jungle. So
Riona going back in. Dagon going to stun Super. He's going to get rooted, slapped around. Cinna might get one more auto. Kawa's going to flash for it. They're going to try and run down GG. Dagon's, the hook does land. GG has to flash, but he is rooted. A couple more autos might get him, and that is a kill for Dagon. Flash out, but that was a 2-4-0 for the side of Pref no leash.
And
Which I think, based on standings, they're the underdogs for this game, correct?
not in the predictions I thought I saw, but
Predictions, yes, but standings, I think they're lower on the standings. But that has never completely predicted games, which they're gonna try. This is probably a good time to do the 2 versus 1 before he hits 6. The sun's gonna go down. A stun as well again. Ike's gonna have to flash away, but just Jack Spectrum almost dies with a tentacle.
Ooh. That Alawi damage is never a joke.
Yeah, like I said, it's not fun 2 versus 1. Super Bros is here though. The Synthblade lands, flash out by Branded, and get some return damage a little bit on Super Bros, but really good roam by Super Bros, especially after they just lost bot lane. It's actually looking really strong for Turnip, even though they are down.
I hope they don't stay too long to take away no Trite's level advantage, and I think they just are trying to make sure. Are they gonna try to do Dragon on spawn?
I mean, no Turd's recalling. Maybe not. Maybe they just want the vision. That's probably what they're gonna end up doing.
Yeah.
Because they don't have. I guess they have some vision on the Sin and Nautilus. They do have that extended bush ward in the bot lane, but
And I honestly
overall, somewhat even, I would say. Besides that, 1-0-1, or really together 2-0-2 bot lane.
True. It just
Aki did get a lot of creeps back. He was down, what, like 20 CS?
Yes. I don't think they shoved in the wave properly, or Jax is just that good at last hitting that it honestly doesn't look like it affected Aki too bad. We see some pings going on in the mid lane, and it looks like Jack is looking to gank now, but he's going to get spotted out immediately. Sorry about that. my headset was a bit far away. But it does look like GG No Rematch has to respect that bot lane a lot more, because I think it was a lot more CC than they were honestly looking forward to.
Oh, nice binding. And he's going to get him away with the Q. Or actually, I think Lunar wanted to get away. He hit the plant. I don't think Cinna Q pops the plant.
I'm not. If I'm not wrong, somebody at Twitch chat will tell us if we're wrong or right. You know
Typically how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're wrong a lot.
Yeah.
Casters aren't perfect.
No. I do think Juggernaut might be going for the...
Lunar gets a pillar onto Branded, but nothing's going to come of it.
I mean, I do think that Juggernaut is going to try to go for the Hull Breaker. I mean, we didn't see... I think Juggernaut had the money for the Sheen, but chose to go for a Ruby Crystal and some boots instead. So, I mean, that's understandable, being so far up. And
probably getting ganked a lot, too.
Exactly. Level 6. Time for the fun to begin. Go ahead and gank Juggernaut, Jack. Find out what happens.
Or just fight him. He's going in. I don't know if he wants us, though. Alawi 6. The Cynical's hurt. Gonna have to play fast feet, but Jack Spectrum's coming in. I don't think Juggernaut wants this. He already popped the ult.
No.
The shield doesn't land on him, but Juggernaut's taking tower shots. Jack Spectrum, should you be able to get this with just one bite? You might just need to stun him once. He's gonna turn around.
Nice
Juggernaut fast feet might actually survive. The minion's actually doing a lot, but I think that'll be it. There it is.
Yep. For that, Lunar is taking first dragon of the game, which is going to be the Ocean Drake. Fingers crossed for a Infernal Soul as always. We will see.
I like Cloud Souls. Cloud Souls are nice.
Well, it's not a Cloud Soul, it's a Cloud Drake coming up. We'll find out. I would like... I mean, this is actually a spicy team to get Cloud Soul on, actually, now that I think about it. It would be funny to see. Just
Hextech Souls are fun, too.
Oh, Hextech Souls are disgusting, but especially...
I mean, they already have a Zap on their team with GG No Rematch.
Rip Static Shiv, moving on. Thank you, Cloud.
Going out.
Senna Q does pop Blast Cones.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yeah. You think after how like the 150 Senna games I have that I would have figured that out. Brandon's gonna keep going though. Gonna keep popping this the Streamer Shuffle into tower though. Brandon, I don't think you want this. Yo! One more soldier and you're dead. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to preemptively call that. Because I kind of expected the Streamer Shuffle or, you know, the soldiers to come in, but Emperor's Divide's going to pull him into tower. Oof.
That was very fancy. I thought he would get grounded, especially underneath on the Cassiopeia W, but I guess he was at the very tip of it.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting it to be over, and obviously it wasn't. Juggernaut going to get a lot of damage on Aki here, though. Pushing a tower, might have to recall.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to stick around, but Cog Lunar, they could gank him here if they want to. Because if you see Jack Spectrum's in the bot lane.
Yeah.
But anyways, what's up? How do you feel about this bot lane matchup? Because it looks like Tots is not going great, but do you think it'll stay good for, you know, now, especially when Leona hits 6? What are you feeling?
I honestly believe that when Super Rose does hit 6, it's going to be a bit of a different game because the CC chain from Leona will probably make a difference. But as soon as GG No Rematch wants to go in, Diagonus is going to just immediately start doing that, throw that dredge line. And it's going to be one of those things where you wish you didn't go in, but you want to go in. My mind's telling me no.
My body's telling me yes. Speaking of Super Bros, though, he's coming in for another gank onto Branded.
I mean,
why go bot lane when you can go mid lane, right?
Yeah, I mean, Moby boots on the Leona, being able to move around a lot. Cog is messing with the messing with Jack right now, so this is how it goes.
Yeah, Aki didn't take teleport. He took the ignite to better fight the Illaoi, which Jack is going in more. Brandon is waiting in the wings. The Illaoi ult goes down. Or actually not the Illaoi ult. Excuse me. The E. Jack Stretchmark's gonna get slowed. Gonna try and get him. The flash from Brandon
Nice flash.
on the tower. That's a dead Lunar. The tower's still immobile for now, but Jack takes one tower shot. Amazing, honestly, really good ult by Jack there, killing Lunar so quickly.
Juggernaut did not have enough mana for the ultimate right there, which is big Sag. I think that would have made it a big difference right there.
Absolutely.
So looking at this gold difference right now, we see a not even a full K, about 4K, 0.4K gold lead on the side of Pref no Leash, and all that gold right now is sitting with Juggernaut. Just getting that first back with the Divine, getting that next back with Divine Thunder, which is going to be humongous against this Jax. And it looks like first Mythic on the board. And of course, Senna grabbing the Umbral Glaive. So this is going to be fun for the first turret going on. No Trite's going to be able to, like, you know, roam a bit more now with that mid lane going away. So a lot more plays are about to be had in this rift.
Yeah, it's really hard to stop that rift when Azir just completely outranges both the Volibear and the Cassiopeia. You kind of just gotta let it go in. Cause I mean, they popped it pretty far back, but they didn't really have anything to stop it. However, Volibear and the Trundle are in this bot lane. Dragon's coming up. You know, we'll see if they want to fight for this quad Drake, excuse me. Poor Aki, man. He's been just trying to use the fast feed to dodge all these tentacles, and it's just... Illaoi's just super strong into Jax. There's nothing you could do. However, Jax Direction's here. The Dredge Line lands. The root lands. Leona's going to try and save them. Cowboy Eric just doesn't take any damage. Doesn't care. They're just going to run down super. GG Norwich gets away, but had to burn the flash and cleanse. Braden might be stuck here. Emperor's Ride goes down. Brandon's going to try and stop them. He's just going to get killed by the soldiers. Sent ult very late. I don't know if it just came up, but I don't think it would have mattered whether he shot at the beginning or the end. It is a 3 versus 3. Dredge Line misses. They might turn on... Lunar's super squishy, so they might go on him. The root misses. All the stuns go down onto No Turret. He's rooted, stunned, and dead. Same thing for Lunar. Nautilus going to get behind him. Lunar stuck in between a rock and a Nautilus. The ultimate coming from Jack. They're going to... GG hardcore parkours over the wall. Zaps Jack, but to no avail. It's probably going to be Dragon for the side of Pref no Leash.
I think, yeah, there's a big 2 for 0 for Pref no Leash that gave them a bit more gold, but with, you know, with Juggernaut going up there and deciding, hey, we're lane swapping now. Gonna try to go for that bot turret before those plates go down, but plates already went down, sadly. Just trying to open up the map a bit more for the side of Turniips Tots. I honestly think that Juggernaut can 2v1, even with the Senna.
Oh, easily.
Senna Nautilus.
Yeah, and he has the empowered teleport now, like so he can come in for a lot of the good stuff. And that's before that Q. That was already half health Senna just from one ghost pulled in by Juggernaut. Trying to get away. They're probably just gonna recall.
I mean, I feel like this is a great way to make sure that you give the correct players the amount of gold that they need. Juggernaut's already ahead. I think might be going for the Death Stance next, looking at that, but yeah, I don't know, might be Hullbreaker. And they also Trundle has the mythic item, and I think they're trying to get No Trite his mythic item. So once all those mythics start going down, I mean, I don't think that they're going to be able to deal with them.
Yeah, Brandon having a teleport bottom, and also No Turret's ahead by I think 700 gold, almost 900 gold against Brandon. It was literally just tower gold. That's the only difference. All that tower gold in the plates. from that rift. Brandon gonna the twin poison ult does land, but he's kind of scared. Doesn't want to go into that brush, seeing all those tentacles.
Yeah, that's damage. That's Alawi damage. Like,
Yeah, Twin Fang's not going to be enough. Especially like, especially early on, it takes a lot of mana. He does have a fully stacked tier. Great thing about Cassiopeia, it doesn't have to buy boots, so already looking pretty good. Jack Spectrum does, or actually, I don't know. I think did the blue buff go to Jack or to Lunar? They both have blue buffs. So
it went to Jack. He smited
okay,
it. The 100 gold went over to
right.
Jack over there, but I think they're just gonna. Hey, you take the blue buff. I'm just gonna take Herald now.
Yeah, Jack still has smite, so they could fight for this. Don't think they want to, it looks like. Aki kind of playing a little far away. They might go in afterwards. Super's going to chase on Jack, and it looks like they don't want it. Cowboy, you kind of... I was about to say, you don't want to be there when there's a Leona right in front of you. Although the Solar Flare is down at the moment. Should be back up shortly.
Yeah, I honestly believe it's back up right now. There's just a few seconds off. GG no rematch with the shield though. Great buy, to be honest, to be able to deal with all this damage. It's going to be wanting to do consistent damage. Juggernaut's taking another turret in the bot lane. And it's just all that gold starting to accumulate up by, what, 1.3k gold and counting. No Trite has also his mythic, so the only one they're waiting on is, hey, Super Bros, where's your mythic?
Where's your shiny item? Yeah.
Yeah, right. But support life. You don't get a shiny item.
Yeah, I will say the problem with their picks right now is, you know, with the Cassiopeia and the Jax, you don't really have lane presence or like at all. Which, as you can see, all the tier 1 towers are gone for no Pref. So like they can't really play the map as easy as they want to, and when you're playing just 5 vs 5 you want to be able to play the map, you want to have vision, you want to be able to flank, and they can't do that right now. They're getting outflanked completely. Like look at the red vision right now.
Yeah, that's what I like about well, back in the day they were called across the map. They know how to play with their vision.
Ooh, Aki's gonna go in. Jack's not there, so No Turret's gonna get a lot of damage on. The Juggernaut is stunned, but he gets pulled in. Flash ult dead. But they were gonna kill No Turret.
Oh.
Sentinel going down. Super Bros is gonna try and run down Cowboy Eric. Actually, everyone's gonna run down Cowboy Eric. He cleanses, gets away. Root doesn't land on anyone. So overall, a 2-for-1 for the side of No Leash. And Dragon's coming up in 40 seconds, so they might have time to secure some vision. Oh, no, Diagon, that's not where you want to be. Pulled in by the Zenith Blade, but Cowboy Eric is here, and they don't have vision on where Jack is, so I think they just wanted to back off.
Yeah, I honestly, with the whole breaker now from Alawi, I think that it's just going to be a lot more split push game now. This game is going to be completely... Juggernaut's going to do exactly what he loves to do best and just split push the whole rest of the game now. And I honestly don't think, unless they send, what, 3 or 4 top lane, they're not going to be able to deal with Juggernaut very well. And especially with this Mountain Soul. Ooh, nice. All right. Yeah, with Mountain Soul, Juggernaut's just going to be a lot more tankier. It's just going to be more of an issue to deal with everything.
And they don't have that buffer with the tier 1 towers on any of their lanes, so Juggernaut can go anywhere he wants and basically just free push. And I mean, there's not really that much, I would say, like hard engage from the side of No Leash. I mean, you got the Nautilus stretch line, maybe like a Volibear or Jack's flank, but on the other side, you've got, I mean, just the Leona ultimate alone, that Solar Flare can set up so many fights. No Turret can get a really good Emperor's Divide on the team. I think they have more tools, especially when they have the vision. They can have some good flanks, and GG doesn't have to be at the front of the fight. He can hardcore parkour over whenever the fight starts, which wasn't the best mechanic to give to an AD carry. I don't think so, but whatever.
No.
I don't work at Riot.
We're not we're not game developers, but what do we know? I mean, we love to have a fair and balanced. Never mind.
200 years.
I will have to say the only way that Pref no Leash can actually get out of this situation that they're in is to literally send. I think Aki and Jack are going to be the two that have to answer Juggernaut.
Right.
And Branded Cowboy can go. Branded Cowboy and Dions can actually take care of a lot more than they honestly think, especially with the range that the Senna has. Because pretty soon that range is just going to start getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, let me see how many stacks she's at as they try and run down. 86 stacks so far. That's actually quite a bit for 20 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
That's probably going to be 100 by 25 or so if he plans it well. So that's, I mean, 100 stacks is a lot. That's usually, you know, I guess before these changes where we would see like late game Senna, I'd typically be 100, 110. It doesn't care. He's going to be almost 90 here pretty soon.
Yeah. I guess that soul drop actually helps a lot with the Senna.
Yep. It's measurable. You can see it. But another tier 2 turret, or I guess the first tier 2 turret goes down. Silverfro goes down. Cowboy Eric is going to have to cleanse, try and run away. Diagon is going to be stuck. Senate ult goes down. Root goes down. That is a dead Diagon. But also a dead super to the tower. They're going to have to back off. And it's probably going to be an inhib turret for the side of Turnip. But Jack's going to try and go back in by himself. Brandon's there on the wings. Jack going to try and run them down, but they're just zoning him out.
They can't do anything because they got also answer.
Yeah, and Alawi in the base.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually nice that they're able to answer wherever they need to be. It's little macro plays that help out so much. They're not, even though they're down 5 kills, they're only down 2k gold. I mean, they're making sure that they get the most out of their farm. They're making sure that they don't overstep. And also rotating to make sure that they are not letting Juggernaut push too hard, or even No Trite push too hard, because those two are the two problem childs of Turniips Tots, and they're doing very well against them.
I'm sure you've been called that a lot.
Yeah. What, Turniips Tots?
No, problem child.
Oh yeah, no, yes, no.
I was the golden child.
Why must you make fun of me about this? Why must you do this to me? I'm gonna go hide in a corner now. Oh no!
We're coming down the mid lane. Dragon's up in 55 seconds. Still a lot of red wards. I mean, we're seeing a couple blue control wards. I mean, this is for the soul point, the point before soul. Or soul point. I don't know. What do you want to call it? But
this gets them to soul point. There we go.
Yes.
Like that.
I don't know. I wanted something flashy, but yeah, soul point Eve. I like that Rylion. Which once again, shout out to Rylion.
He is our
who
host.
is sick again, so he's gonna have to host for tonight. But we're gonna go in. Lunar's down half. Aiden and Jack doing quite a bit there.
Here comes Juggernaut.
I mean, it's a half health jungler. Brandon has TP. Well, Brandon and Juggernaut, but
Juggernaut's not gonna answer. He's just
the problem is like Brandon can't really answer, so we're gonna have to fight without their main AP carry.
Yeah.
Lunar's gonna go in. Diagon getting pretty low. Aki's in the middle. Jack is back, but Emperor's Divide's gonna cut them out. Notur's just doing so much in the back line, but Lunar goes down, and as I dead Leona, Aki's gonna keep running them down. Flashes onto GG. GG's going to jump over, but Senate is there. Cowboy Eric with a double kill. The scary Alawi, though, teleports in. Cowboy Eric's by himself, dodges the tentacle. Dredgeline onto Juggernaut. Everyone's onto Juggernaut. By the same time, Notur's in the back line. Alawi doing so much damage to the tentacles. Notur's gonna have to run away. Really good fight by No Leash, and wow, I mean, Cowboy was doing work in that fight. Now 6-4-0 on the Senna. Diagon's survived longer than I thought he should have. I mean, they were pretty ahead. He's got, you know, a lot of defensive stats. So
yeah. I like how they assumed immediately. They were like, okay, watch the E, cooldown's off, kill him.
Yeah. What other like? 'Cause, I mean, we saw just a huge fight. What do you think was they did lose the fight, but do you think it was really good by the side of Turnip? What did they do well, and what do you think they could pull out of their pocket when they need to win those team fights?
Honestly, the teleport should have been a bit more not in the middle of their team. I'm gonna go with the negatives and the positives. I'm gonna go in that order.
Sure.
So negatives would be, so the teleport would have been a better placed ward would have been a good idea instead of just right in the middle of the enemy team, because that E can be dodged really well. So it's one of those things that you don't want unless you're up close and personal.
Oh, Lunar getting rooted down. Brandon's gonna pop him with the twin fangs, but Cowboy gonna pop him. That is a fed Senna, which we can't forget. Cowboy Eric has been in Team Mythic Esports for a while now, and he's showing his experience. And both him and Jack deathless. They're gonna take the Baron. They don't have a jungler to worry about. They do have an Alawi to worry about in the bot lane, but I don't think he's gonna be able to answer a turret. Might be able to recall after they take this. They might try and go in and do something. Aki actually the one to get the Baron, but I think they might lose tier 2 turret, but definitely worth it. They should be able to get this mid turret and get some gold back in their pockets. And now they're ahead in gold actually by a couple hundred, but that's a good swing for them for sure.
They are ahead in gold. And I honestly, as I was saying, like targeting is going to be #1 here. I know that they have both Diagonus and Jack Spectrum in their face, and they want to make sure that they get to Cowboy and Branded Guts. But Branded Guts wasn't even there, so they just should have immediately gone on to Cowboy. But Cowboy was almost untouched that whole fight, or Jack and Diagonus were peeling properly to the point that that Cowboy did not have to worry and just had to lay out the damage.
Diagon's going in. The tower's still not down. He's taking so much damage. The Senna Shield blocks him. Emperor's Vibe's going to keep them back, but it's not going to stop them. They're rooting Lunar so much, having to flash away. Brandon gets the last one Fang. That's going to be another auto on a GG probably. Cowboy Eric just needs to flash over. Still, kill goes over to Brandon. And Diagon, with the dredge line to start, doesn't care that there's a tower. They were not expecting that at all.
Tank stats, all the tank stats. They want to keep pushing here. That's actually the great.
I mean, they can. It's 5 versus 3. They have Baron. I don't really see anything stopping them. Alawi, as great as the champion is, can't 5 versus 1 in a situation like this. They don't have the Zeri. They don't have the Trundle, which Zeri with not rapid fire. Radiant's Hurricane kind of like hits a really big power spike. I don't know what how the item works on her, but it just empowers her so much that she can actually start doing a bunch of damage, just even if you're behind. We can definitely see the Zeri go from 0-3 to 4-3 very quickly. Don't think that's going to happen anytime soon with the Baron being up and them just being so strong, but they haven't bought items yet, so they probably need to back here pretty soon.
Doing a stack check, by the way, for the Senna, 130 stacks.
Oh my lord.
In 30 minutes.
Wait, does it tell you the stats that gives too? Let me see.
I believe that it gives
99, so 100 damage, 120 range, and 60% crit.
So she's at 720 attack range. So
she can shoot longer than a tower, I think, at this point.
They just need to really space. Pref Leash really has to just space properly enough for Cowboy to do the damage, and picks up the Collector also. So this damage is going to be very, very real. And
yeah, I mean, Cowboy Eric's got the lethality, but he's also got the 60% crit. He doesn't need to build, i.e., any of the other crit items, PD, rapid fire. He doesn't need those. He can just build lethality and just do a crap ton of damage because he can. And he's got his boy Diagon's protecting him. He did really well that last big team fight. I mean, Cowboy Eric is to be, Nautilus, I choose you, and he shows up and Dredgeline and knocks up everyone. Because I mean, that's I think my favorite mechanic in Nautilus isn't the Dredgeline. It's every time he autos obviously has a cooldown on each champion, but he can just auto you and stun you. So he can just like walk around the team fight and just keep stunning people as the team fight starts. So yeah, Leona can get a quick, Zenith Blade Q, but Naz can do quite a bit when it's a big team fight. Especially if your ultimate just goes through like 5 people, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah. I don't like that. You are right that this is making it a difficult time for
Ike is
GG.
waiting in the lane. It's gonna catch out GG no rematch. Gonna have to cleanse, jump over the wall. Pretty sneaky, having hardcore parkour over, but that was very scary for him. He burned the cleanse, so he's not gonna have that. When you've got the Cassiopeia and the Nautilus stuns, probably not fun. Ike could probably do that again. Jack's just running to run in the back line, so GG no rematch is not safe at all.
I don't think that they honestly know how to make the bleeding stop right now because they're up by what 3k gold, and the bleeding's just gonna get worse and worse until they get to Cowboy Eric. Because 3 of the members of Pref No Leash have shutdowns. Jack, Branded Guts, and Cowboy Eric. And they can't get to Branded Guts and Cowboy Eric, and they have to go through Jack, Aki, and Diagonus to get to those other 2. So it's hard for them to make sure it happens. I think the only way they can honestly make sure that they are consistently getting gold is let Juggernaut keep split pushing, keep farming the jungle, keep making sure the waves are pushed, and then when it honestly comes down to it, they're gonna have to priority target Cowboy Eric or try to get a flank of some sort.
Yeah, they have to kill Cowboy Eric. By the way, I just checked his stacks again. He's at 148, so that bumped him up to 70% crit. Oh, we do have a fight starting here. There's only 3 members here for the side of Pref No Leash. They're gonna kill Jack. They're gonna get caught out here in the jungle. Jack's gonna flash away. Cowboy Eric is actually stopping them for a little bit. Eternal's gonna flash or jump over the wall and bite Jack's Spectrum. And Juggernaut can keep pushing down the bot lane, so they're probably gonna have to give up Baron and just try and kill Juggernaut. I guess it's a consolation prize. Brandon's gonna do some damage to him. They're gonna lock him down. Eli Oko's down. They're probably gonna. He could even kill Ike here. Cowboy Eric probably just gonna try and. He didn't. Cowboy Eric doesn't even do damage to Juggernaut. Okay, he finally does kill him, but.
I think that's a good play on the side of Pref No Leash. The reason why they give Baron away, but they also kill Juggernaut, is because Juggernaut's their split pusher. Making sure that Juggernaut doesn't get away scot-free for staying up so far is a great idea to make sure he doesn't have it when he gets back up to split push even harder. So good on Pref No Leash. They made sure that they're still bleeding. They're still making TT or Turniips Tots. I'm gonna start calling them TT to make my brain work.
Tots.
Tots. To make sure they're still bleeding, but not as not trying to cauterize the wound, I guess.
Yeah, I mean Juggernaut still has to reset and get back into the pushing waves. He doesn't really need to right now. Obviously, they're pushing with the Baron minions in the mid lane. There's no tower, so they can maybe try and force the inhib. Especially looks like Juggernaut's running top.
Juggernaut still has teleport, by the way, so can join the fight at any point. 161 stacks, 760 attack range now on Senna, Cowboy Eric.
So he has a global auto attack. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just gonna get to that point. Dragon's up in 40 seconds. This is soul point for Pref No Leash, and it's soul point Eve Dragon for the side of TT. So
yeah, and something we do have to consider at this point for the gold lead, Juggernaut's full build, and he's just going to be accumulating gold farming minions. So this gold lead is a little, I guess, different because he's sitting at 17,000 gold, and now any gold that he gets is pretty much just going to be, unless he buys a 6 item. Judgment lands on 2 Super Bros. Solar Feather goes down, but it looks like Super Bros is just going to die. Sentinel goes down. Lunar's going to be rooted. GG's going to try and shoot from the side. Dodges the root. Digons misses the dredge line. Going to die. Jack is going to jump onto Juggernaut. Cowboy Eric's getting
Yes.
super low, gets killed by this the Zeri. Like I said, the Zeri's super strong. Lunar doing so much. Juggernaut actually going to be trying to take this inhib. He's going to take the inhib. Going to try and fight Brandon. Misses the tentacle. Brandon doing a lot of damage with the poison. Let's see if he's going to able to kill him. Duking it out. Juggernaut just refusing to die. Super stubborn. Going to try and run away through tower, but No Turt's here to give him some backup. I don't know if they're going to be able... Aki's here. They might be able to kill him. I mean, is he just going to die to...
I am stubborn. I am stubborn.
So
There you go.
To die. Yes. Lunar's here. Super Bros is here. He survived for so long. That's the game.
That's game.
Juggernaut just refusing to die, and the fight just not going in their favor, and that's going to be Brandon going to flash in, trying to save the game somewhat, but it looks like they're all just going to die. Brandon goes down. Azir's still in the backline, ready to kill them. Cowboy Eric is up. Juggernaut's... I think Juggernaut can just take the game. I don't think he's going to die.
No, he's going to die.
Oh, he's dying.
He's dying.
They backed off, but, I mean, they took 2 towers.
Oh, no.
It looks like they tried to take the whole base. They took all but 1 inhib. That was a lot. So you said I don't know how they're gonna stop the bleeding. It looks like they stopped the bleeding and then they turned around and stabbed them. Ambulance, not for me. Yeah. So they flipped this game around and now they're up 3.5 to gold.
So 3K gold lead goes to the side of ET.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't. Alawi is broken, busted. Oh, he swapped out the Hullbreaker for a Gargoyle Stoneplate.
So now he's playing with the team.
He's playing with the team now.
Yeah, he doesn't need to split push. There's no more base for him to take. He can use that 19,000 gold that he's been sitting on.
Hey, I mean, it's a great idea. I mean, with the Gargoyle Stoneplate, that's giving him an additional, when activated, an additional 1,100 shield. And for each champion, champion he's taking damage from gives him a stack of 9 armor and 7 magic resist for 7 seconds. So, I mean, great pickup, being able to now withstand
Not die.
a lot of the damage. So
He's immortal now.
Still has teleport, going to try to push out bot lane, trying to get that last inhibitor.
I mean, like the 2 damage dealers, Brandon and Cowboy Eric, were tickling him. Coochie. Like that, there was no damage being done. He survived. He just waited for his team to show up.
Alawi healing check, please.
I mean, do we see any healing cancellation from the side of No Leash? I don't.
I see a Thornmail. Thornmail.
Yeah, just Volleyball Nautilus. Digons, you're out here by yourself. What you doing there, bud? I mean, he's gonna survive for a sec. Sentinel, I don't know if you use Sentinel up there.
Juggernaut's still in bot lane, by the way.
Yeah, because he can, and they're just gonna get Baron and rush on mid. I think this might be the beginning of the end for the no Pref.
They're gonna do the same. They're gonna do the same play again.
They're trading Baron for Juggernaut again, which I think at this point isn't gonna do anything. Are they gonna trade Juggernaut? Because Juggernaut's not dying. He gets pulled in. He's doing a lot of tentacle damage. Brandon taking a lot of damage for, and Jack just can't do anything. He's just healing back all the damage that's being done to him.
Hey,
and Nurture's here to tell Jack, this is my top laner. You need to not mess with him. Tentacle's still doing damage. Streamer Shuffle gets him, and they get Baron. That's probably gonna be game.
Dang. They stopped they had a limb cut off, they regenerated the limb, and they took one of the
I think he's gonna try and do something. Immature Vide's gonna say no. Baron minions are gonna kill them. I mean, a lot of damage onto No Turd, but Juggernaut's saving the KDA and ending the game.
That is a game. That is a game.
No one was ahead. I think
Hold
that...
on. I'm about to say something really cool.
He takes over computers yet again.
41, 9, and lift off! No
entire game. The only people that were...
Oh, we have a bit of an issue. But that was a game. That was a serious game.
That was some League of Legends.
Yes, it was. Top damage going to No Trite for the game, by the way.
I think it's no turt.
No turt? No
It's
turt. No tite.
IRT. IRT.
Okay. I'm sorry. We can't English.
I read at a 3rd grade level. It's fine. I use Excel.
But
That's all I
we
do.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We're gonna go on a small little break. We'll be right back for game number 2. Pref No Leash versus Turniips Tots. God, I can't get that right. But we'll be right back.
It's a tongue twister.
Yeah, it is. Welcome back, everybody, to game number 2 of Pref No Leash versus Turniips Tots. Pref No Leash decided on blue side, so we're gonna jump right into the draft. That was a banger of a first game. I'm not kidding. Like, holy crap!
That's what I want to see. Now I
Yes.
want a quick game because I got work in the morning. Thanks, guys. I'm just kidding.
Life of a caster and also of a person that actually has to work, right?
No, I have to drive to Austin tomorrow. No biggie.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not gonna see
my old roommate's getting married, but
we're not gonna see Primus until like next week.
also I'll be casting Sunday.
Oh
But so far
yeah.
it's the same. It's the same bands too. So
Okay. Yeah, we see same bands.
yeah, nothing too
Garen.
interesting just yet. Are we gonna see? Okay, so on one side, I would maybe ban the Senna. Cowboy Eric was doing mad work. Or they could like first pick the Nautilus if they don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Um,
Nope. Lulu still goes away. I see.
yeah,
I expect a Alawi ban. Not gonna
yeah.
lie.
In the Alawi ban,
Yes,
it was pretty
please.
nutty.
If you don't get rid of Juggernaut's champions, he's just gonna have fun with them.
Yeah, and they waited
Oh,
till the last pick for him, so they still have round 2 picks
yeah.
if they want to give Juggernaut the counter
Counterpick.
pick again.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be able to flex the Trundle again.
Yeah.
Obviously, pick the Jacks, just hoping. They're going to be.
Ooh.
I think yeah, the Leona did a lot, especially towards those middle to late team fights that they were winning. Especially when the fights were more segmented, they were doing pretty well.
Yeah. Same bands coming out from the side of Turniips Tots this time. Still banning the Zillion, Lulu, and Gangplank.
They're
So
like Senna, Nautilus, whatever.
meh,
Don't care.
meh. It's more of a I'm gonna brush that off my shoulder. All right, next.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboy Eric was just tickling Juggernaut. So,
Right?
are we seeing the same picks too? Is
Are
this a
we?
different draft? Oh no, they
Oh,
do first pick the Nautilus. Oh, I called it.
yeah. Oh, hey, they're gonna do the Trundle flex again.
Okay, well, it's not much of a flex. I mean, unless Juggernaut wants to be spicy.
No, don't
Go
do
Tom
that.
Kench. Is he still viable with Senna these days? I haven't seen it
Let me
as
double
frequently.
check. Tom Kench did get a buff, so let's double check on that buff. We see that Tom Kench did.
100% more damage. Got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The shield strength on the Devour got buffed.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Nautilus more, but Tom Kench still pretty annoying. They still have a good matchup or good synergy, so it's not like they lost that too much losing the Nautilus. Sometimes I've always wanted to try like Cho'Gath Senna. I think that'd be really fun.
That
You
would
don't have
actually
as
work.
yeah. I've always wanted to try it, but I never want to bite the bullet. I haven't played Senna in a long time actually. I either play like Ezreal or support.
Volibear pick yet again. Uh, a lot of stats that COG Lunar can steal again, but
I will
that's it.
say Lunar was kind of irrelevant for most of that game. I think most of that is just because he was trying to frontline, but there's just so much like frontline CC coming from Pref No Leash. Like
Yeah.
he was just getting stunned, like root locked the entire game. So I don't think that's his fault at all. I just think that's just how the cookie crumbled. He took a lot of the brunt of the of the hurt for No Turt and GG, which GG eventually Zeri's a really good late game. Not as much as Senna, but a really good late game carry. Very item dependent. You can't just do amazing with Zeri right out the gate. You got to get like 3, sometimes 4 items to be
200
relevant.
years. 200 years.
But it's very flipped. It's 0 or 100. You're either really strong or using a wet noodle. So I mean, that makes sense because most of her damage comes from basic attacks, which very dependent on items. So
There's the Alawi ban. Turnips Tots actually drops the Vigar. I think it's gonna be just the same bans across the board. Probably the Malzahar ban next.
yeah,
Those two, Vigar Baby Cage and Malzahar Ultimate are are a lot of CC. It could be very annoying. Can stop a lot of damage. So
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm probably predicting Turnip to win because they picked Nautilus. So
I already knew that. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So they get rid of
Wait,
the Jax. Are they getting rid of the Jax?
didn't they? I guess
They picked the Jax last game.
they're hovering it. It may just be. I mean,
I don't-
maybe since they banned the Alawi, they don't want to see Juggernaut like baiting them with their own champions.
Right? I mean, that is the
I've seen
Mythic
it happen.
Esports way. That is the Mythic Esports way of just getting, just taking a champion and just beating somebody with their own past champion. Are they just gonna pick the Cassiopeia next? Come on, just show me the flip flop of the top laners and the
They
support.
could. They did hover Fiora, so they might end up picking that. Which against Nautilus, actually not a bad idea because you can predict the dredge line pretty
Yeah.
easily.
And
Not
and
really
also the
any other
ultimate.
hard CC coming from the rest of the team. But what was that?
And the ultimate. You can also repost the ultimate. That kind
That
of
slow ass ultimate that just chases you for years and years. Yeah, I'm very familiar. It's my favorite thing.
you just feel it coming. You're just like, oh god, it's coming.
Yeah, it's like that movie, like It Follows. Like it's not fast, but you know it's right behind you. Oh, but the Kale.
Kale Twisted
Oh, so
Fate.
they're. I mean, Twisted Fate. I've never been a big fan. I know he's played a lot in pro play. I don't like it. I mean, gold cards and like the map presence are fine, but I mean, actually,
As
looking at their champions. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna want to play save the Kale, save the Senna, let them scale. Speaking of scaling, our boy
Yes!
Susan,
Do
which
it
funny
to them, Juggernaut.
funny
Do
enough,
it to them.
the wedding I'm going to this weekend, her name is Susan. So I don't. They didn't know, but this is for my girl Susan playing the Naxos. Thank you, Juggernaut.
Predictions are up. So honestly,
Absolutely turnip. Unless Kale and Senna
yeah.
can survive late game, I don't think they have it this time.
I mean,
Kale and Senna are literally their damage, but they're so squishy
yeah.
and so late game dependent.
Juggernaut's
Like
gonna run
last game,
somebody down.
they at least had the Jax and the Cassiopeia, which can play pretty good in the mid lane. I mean, unless they have like TF get some really good gank stuff, I think this is 100% a turnip game.
The reason, okay, I'm a bit apprehensive about this one because that's 1, 2, 3 different range champions. They all learn to hit harder the later the game goes on. So Senna hits harder later on in the game. Kale, as soon as she hits 16, it's going to start hitting harder and harder. And then Twisted Fate is able to hit that gold card with the rapid fire cannon. So I don't think Juggernaut's going to be able to, run them down like he did with the Lowy. The only way that I can think of that is if he takes so much tenacity that they can't touch him with that
Yeah, I
CC.
mean, I will say I've played this matchup a lot. I used to be a Nasus main, and Kale's one of my favorites to pick up. Just because she's so weak early, and eventually, like you can just keep farming her Q at the beginning, and at a certain point in between levels like 6 and 11, you can actually do a lot against her because you farmed up so much, and Kale still isn't that strong. Doesn't have that empowered auto that she gets at level 11. So you actually have like a 5 level difference. Where you're actually a lot stronger than her. Obviously, that eventually goes away, but by that point, you're team fighting anyways. So I'm gonna give this lane for now to the Nasus. I don't think he's gonna be split pushing as much because I mean Nautilus you like getting all those stacks, but you also love just running through teams. Uh, and you can't clear waves as fast as Alawi, or as fast as most champions. I mean, you still have like a decent cooldown on your Q, and your E doesn't really clear minions that quickly. So he's probably going to be in more team fights than he was last game.
Yeah.
After he's farmed his Q against this Kale, so I think we're going to see a lot more team fights for him, especially when he's going to have to counter the TF, where they can quickly lose numbers when TF uses his ultimate. So they're gonna have to watch out for that. He's gonna want to be in more fights because they're gonna go for numbers this entire game when you pick something like a TF.
Especially Tom Kench, especially with that Tom Kench, the dive into the team, into the back line. Both No Turt and GG No Rematch are going to have to make sure that they watch their feet really, really well. Vision, probably double up the vision that they had last game. I will give it to Turniips Tots because I mean I myself have carried games as Gnosis
Mhm.
and on my back, and it has been, especially if you can stack very well, and if COG Lunar gives Juggernaut those access to those Krugs later on to the game.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, those stacks just start adding up more and more and more. It's plus 12 every champion. You're just a stack to me.
Yeah, I mean, NASA's got me to gold 4 or got me to gold in season 4, so uh both the NASA's and the Nautilus have a nice place in my heart. So you obviously know I'm going to be going for Turnip.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, they played the macros so well in that first game, even when they were losing. I think they didn't expect to have like the flip that happened. 'Cause, you know, they had a pretty good 4v4 comp. They just didn't expect to have a better one on the other side, especially with how they played it. Especially with Digons on the Nautilus, but this time the Nautilus is on their side. Tompkins doesn't have as much CC as either Nautilus or Leona, so he's not going to be able to do as much to keep Sin alive outside of, you know, eating her. So once the Devour's gone, I mean, it's going to be kind of tough for Cowboy Eric this time around. He doesn't have the I choose you Nautilus this time.
But we will see. We're gonna go into a quick ad for our sponsors really quick. And RIP headphone users, I'm making sure that we're always gonna say this warning because the dubstep very loud. So 1 second. Thank you so much for watching that little ad from our sponsor, but we'll be right back for game number 2. Pref no Leash versus Turniips Tots.
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming back for game 2 of week 2, the first games of the week, Thursday night, Mythic Esports. Oh, it is week 3. Just kidding. I didn't cast week 2, so that's why. But we got some level 1 shenanigans ready. They are gonna get started. Gold card goes down. That is warded. Dredgeline gets pulled in. Jack is probably gonna maybe go down. Oh, misses from GG no rematch. Diagon gonna throw his tongue out, but not gonna hit anyone. Were there any flashes blown? I don't think so. I think it was just a good old white flag and everyone just ran away.
Ignite got used from Super Bros, so that's gone.
Okay, there was a summoner spell.
Yes.
I was looking. I had to look. I was looking down the line. I was like, well, I don't see anything. All the yellow's still up.
That's why I'm here for you. Like I may not be able to be a play-by-play, but I will make sure I tell you things.
Yes, give me all of the info. I'm hoping to see like 200 stacks from Eric this game. I think he may have been close last game. I didn't check the stacks at the end, but he was at like 180, I think.
180 like,
before the end.
3 minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes before the end. So
yeah, so he actually might have hit 200. I don't know how much he got from the super minions.
Pretty damn sure.
Yeah, which I mean, same matchup in the bot lane, different matchups in the middle, or same in the jungle as well, but same or different words, different matchups in the middle and top lane.
Yeah.
This time around, the teleport's going to be in the top lane. Brandon deciding to take the ignite because obviously he does have a teleport in his back pocket. Doesn't need it. He's got the destiny.
I mean, no turn
hitting level 2.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Never fun. Stack. Oh, no stack. Oh. There's the stack.
It has like a 9 or 10 second cooldown, I think, at the beginning, so you can't just spam it. You still gotta kill some minions. He's gonna get beat down, though. He also took Fleet of Footwork, which I think against Kale is probably good. Grasping and Dying, he's probably not gonna get as many procs on, especially once Ike hits 6. Just gonna walk up and try and Q. It's gonna take a lot of damage at the beginning, but once he hits 6 and it's some, yeah, and Lunar gonna try and do something here in the mid lane. Not really gonna get much. Branded still keeping his flash, so he's chilling.
I mean, this is gonna be one of those kind of games that it's gonna be a slow start, but as soon as it's gonna be very explosive once that 20-minute mark hits, or the 14.
Absolutely.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry about that. There we go.
You always do this to me. I want to hear your beautiful voice.
La 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 la. Cracks everything in your house. Oops.
Do I even have glass in here? I don't think I have glass in my room. Oh, I guess you could break my TV.
Oh,
I mean, I got it for free. I don't care.
Oh,
You can break my TV.
Okay. You're like, I need a new one anyway.
Yeah, you just buy me a new one. Yeah, sick.
So, I mean, GG No Rematch has been over this already. It was kind of horrible last game. It's not any better this game. Cowboy Eric doing all the poke.
And I don't think even if Super Bros lands a dredge line that he's going to be able to do too much.
No.
Zeri's not the best, like, first AD carry. Definitely not like a Lucian or like an Ezreal.
And it's GG. It's just going to be a giant poke out lane. They can't really.
Jack's right here. Juggernaut's walking into the brush. He's going to get stunned, pulled. He's going to have to pop the ghost. I was going to say Jack could maybe flash Q, but Juggernaut going to run back in. He's got minions.
He's like, I ain't no scared female.
Oh,
dog.
Lunar is also on that top side. Jack's gonna looks like run around. Juggernaut gonna try and run to Lunar. It looks like gonna get slowed. Lunar is here. Pops the pillar, saves him.
Nice pillar placement.
I think they really just want to burn the flash from Juggernaut. Yeah, I mean he's pretty low on mana now, so he might have to back somewhat soon. Jack's still here. Juggernaut, why are you still checking brushes? Jack's not leaving.
Go away, Jack. Go back home, or pitch a tent.
Go home, ball. Happy Gilmore reference for you.
Yes, yeah. Happy Gilmore is a good movie.
It's a great film. Adam Sandler did no wrong in that movie. Are we going to see Bob Barker in the top lane? Probably not. Looks like they're both recalling.
Yeah. Jack has been Jack, that actually wasted a lot. I don't know if it wasted a lot of time. I mean, he's ahead camp-wise.
Lunar was there pretty much the whole time. I mean, he took his Krugs, so that was about the only thing Lunar did in that time. I really didn't lose too much. He's still up 8 CS.
Yeah, I mean...
And he's getting the rest of his camps on the bot side.
Ooh, here we
so
go.
Poke getting down, Eric getting stunned. Dagon's gonna pull him. Jack is here though. Super is rooted. Jack's gonna run in. Cowboy can get him from the behind. Gonna get slowed, stunned, killed, and Dagon's gonna take the kill.
Can we just make a check, please? Oh, this time they didn't go double support item. Okay, good. I had to double check that.
No, I think we messed up. I think it looked like a relic shield, but it was actually a Doran shield last. I meant to say something, but I wasn't.
No, it was a relic shield. I'm pretty sure.
What is it?
I'm pretty sure. I had
He might have sold it because he came back to lane with the Doran shield at one point and no relic shield.
He might have. I don't know. You know, this game.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the replay and it's a Doran shield, then it's fine.
Then I was wrong. Then you were right.
Yeah,
You know?
Eric, you're as a Sentinel player that irks me because Dragon drops 2 souls
That's
when you
2
kill it.
souls.
Yeah, that's 2 souls, which I don't know what he's at right now. Let me check. He's at 27, so and he just got because it's every 20, so he just got the upgrade. He's like, I still got a bit of ways to go on the next one. I'll be okay.
I think he just wants to try to push the wave under the turret to make sure that pretty good reset. Like right now. There you go.
It takes 2 seconds to get those souls. Eric, you're letting me down.
Meanwhile, Juggernaut at 93 stacks.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like between the levels of 6 and 11, Nasus wins. We're starting to see that right now. He's getting a lot more brave. Pushing this out, not worried about Jack. Obviously, they just saw him bot and take the drag, so
here we go.
He can push up.
He's gonna take.
Brandon, I don't think you want to be there. Lunar's gonna come in. Empress of Heidi might get it. I don't think he's gonna be close enough, but he's a lot of soldier damage on him. Gold card goes down. Jack's gonna be here. I don't know if he's gonna get enough damage though. Excuse me, Super Bros.
Whoa! So many flashes.
Yeah, and that's not Hex Flash for Super, so he's not gonna be able to flash hook for quite a bit.
I mean,
I guess actually kind of worth because they got the flash out of Lunar and Super Bros, and the only flash. Oh, I guess Jack and Brandon both use flashes, so
yeah,
2 for 2 in flashes. Nobody died. So I guess just in.
We gotta look at the positives, not the negatives, not the super long.
It was neither. It was perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
I mean, what did it cost them though?
Nothing.
Fair enough.
I mean, technically they lost things, but so did the other side. And here comes Lunar onto Ike. Kale gonna flash away. He has ultimate, but it's not gonna save him. The pillar's gonna stop him from running away. Gonna do some damage, but Juggernaut's gonna Q him. And at the same time, Nordic's gonna die. We didn't even see that going on.
Yeah, I believe Branded Guts ulted in, gold carded, and Jack was just there for, hey, I want a bird to eat. I want a bird to eat. Num num.
Hey there, neighbor. Coming in from the mid lane.
Howdy do, neighbor.
Howdy doody. Which it looks like Jack's gonna try and take Rift Herald. Probably got spotted by one of those 3 control wards. Yeah, it looks like they have vision on him. Juggernaut has priority in the top lane, so he can immediately leave this wave and go.
No matter though.
I mean, the TF is the same thing. Oh, Lunar's low. I didn't look at his health bar. He's not having a good time. He gets blue carded. Jack's gonna stun him though, so he still goes down. Kill goes over to Branded.
Yeah, overstaying 101.
Yeah, he kind of pulled a Reggie with the blue card, but it didn't matter. Jack got a stun. Divide not really gonna do much. He's just gonna get stunned. So, questionable ultimate by No Turret. I don't know what you want to do there. Dagon's though running at GG. He's gonna get slowed. Cowboy could maybe root him. Not close enough.
Down 3k gold. Pref no Leash is ahead by 3k gold. I mean, as soon as Juggernaut starts getting all those items, I mean, the Divine Sunder is almost in the pocket soon.
I mean, with their champions already being 3,000 gold ahead, not the best look. I mean, Kale's ahead in farm. Super Bros, you're pretty low. Dredgeline misses.
I think really gonna try to come for Juggernaut because I would not recommend this.
Jack is in the wings. They're just gonna try and go. Smart enough to run away. He didn't have vision on Jack, but I think he kind of felt him.
Yeah, he used the
I
force.
don't think Ike would want that fight solo.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, just because, and Ike doesn't have ultimate, so that's an issue.
Daigon going in. Tongue lands onto GG. Cowboy isn't too close, but he might get a root here onto Super Bros. But he does get Dredge Line and ulted, and Lunar is here, but he's going to get eaten by Daigons and probably get away. As we go look at Jack, because he's clearing a ward.
But I think.
Oh, with the Q and the auto kills him! Way to go, Eric! I was not expecting that. Just pings quickly to see Super Bros died. Oh yeah, Senna hurts. Gold Cardlan's a no turret, just wants to poke him out.
50 stacks on Cowboy and 183 on Juggernaut. So this is, if Juggernaut makes it to 300 stacks before the 20-minute mark, which is not really hard because he does have Krugs right behind him, this could be one of those things. Oh,
GG, no, you're dying again! Oh, no, wait, no, Super Bros died last time, but yeah, Cowboy, Eric, and Daigon is showing why this just Senna in general is so good. Doesn't really matter what kind of or what support you pair it with, as long as you pair it with something, something tanky and not fun to deal with.
There's nothing fun about a Senna, fasting Senna kind of thing. Chemtank, Turbo Chemtank picked up on the side of Jack, and also Branded Guts does have the Everfrost. So we are going to see a lot of CC chains going on here. Aki taking a free turret shot.
Infernal Drake looks like going over to Tater, Tots, Turner, Tots, Torner, Tater, Torner, Totter.
And Mountain Soul on that side. And we see a Cloud Soul coming up. Yay.
I like Cloud Soul.
Please give Juggernaut more movement speed.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, well, he's going to pop Ghost. Gonna be very scary. True, as Ryline's saying behind us. No Pref was also
ahead, yeah.
Was ahead last game, and they were able to lose Blade. But Jack coming in, Super Rose getting stunned out, GG getting smacked by the team. Last auto from TF. Super Rose gonna get run down and killed by TF as well. Double kill to Branded.
That was a nice flash on the side of Jack.
Juggernaut's going in on the Ike, though. It's probably the best time to do it. He's going to go in ultimate. Flash is coming in for Ike. I don't know if it's going to pop in time. He does have the ultimate he's going to use under tower. Yep, he's going to survive. But Juggernaut's going to flash and Q him, and he is in it to win it. Juggernaut taking tower shots, and he doesn't care. I'm telling you, Nasus before Kale's 11 just wins every time. Lunar might get killed under tower, though, because I was about to say, Jack has ultimate.
Yeah. Oof, that hurts. In other news, Juggernaut get another +12. Remember when I said that Juggernaut could probably get to 300 stacks before the 20-minute mark, but I don't think it'll matter. That might.
Yeah, they have enough CC in frontline that I don't think he can just run and kill, say, Cowboy or Ike, especially when you've got a Kale ultimate to protect one of the two of them. They have the Devour. The rest of the team's not doing hot. I actually don't know if... I mean, because the thing is, like, the beginning of this game, what Turniip Tots needed to do was win the lane, win the early game. Yeah. Don't let them scale the late game, and they're doing the opposite. They're scaling them to mid game.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of one of those games that they have to really... Again, they're bleeding again with a 7k disadvantage. And again, I'm guessing you're crying because you see those two souls right inside that pit. And
yeah, but Cowboy's not close. That's different.
No, he was right there next to him.
No, he's not. He's in the base.
Okay, I'm blind then. I don't know.
That's okay.
Don't mind me.
You see my glasses. Oh, he's stealing the...
Stole the scuttle.
Stole the scuttle from... I don't know. I couldn't think of the word for scuttle.
Scuttle.
It's late. Whatever. Lunar doesn't get it.
Yeah. And we see a 285. I'm gonna keep keeping us up to date. 68 stacks on the Senna right now. So Cowboy is just moving and grooving, and so is.
Yeah, and I would say like every 2 or 3 NASA stacks is worth about 1 Senna stack.
Yeah.
Because it's not 1-1. It's not like he's like super ahead in stacks compared to the Senna. Ike close to 11. I don't know how close he is. I can check, but it looks like Juggernaut doesn't carry. He's gonna go ahead and try and kill him. There is no Kale ultimate. Juggernaut doesn't have flash, but he does have the Wither. Not gonna be able to get it because Jack is here. Jack's gonna try and run him down. I don't know. I mean, Juggernaut's pretty low on mana. Everyone's here. Looks like Juggernaut biting more than he could chew. Gonna get killed by Ike. Great steal for him. Nautilus ultimate going on Branded. Dredge misses Branded flashes. Yeah, I think if the Dredge on the end, he might have been dead. I don't know how much damage with just the Leandry's No-Tur can do.
Okay. So,
And yeah.
7K gold difference now. It's just getting bigger and bigger. Right now, most of the
Diagon's in the middle of the squad. Lunar getting in between Diagon's and Eric. Eric's gonna go ahead and pop the ultimate. Diagon's has the gray health. No, Eric. Oh, Diagon gets the kill, but Eric with the so much damage on the Q auto.
Oh my gosh. Let's go. If we look at the gold right now, each lane, the only lane that's really none of the lanes on Turniips Tots are ahead
At all. Yeah.
Pref, no
See, at
Leash
least
is all
last
ahead.
game, the Juggernaut and No-Tur had a lead at this point in the game last game. Like, they had tools to come back.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have tools this time around.
I don't.
Excuse me.
I mean,
They were also getting all the Rift Heralds last game. That was also great for them. They had the macros. They had taken all the towers, all the Rift Heralds. This time around, they've taken 0 towers, 1 Rift Herald, and 1 dragon.
I mean,
So their
objective
macro's not
bounties
the
are
same.
up. Objective bounties are up. So I mean, the macro just needs to. They just need to really just remember that there is a macro play. Juggernaut, I know Juggernaut is feeling high and mighty because of last game. This is.
But Kale's level 11 now, though. So
Yeah.
if he wants to go in on Ike, he's gonna get all his empowered autos on him. So this is the point where Kale's gonna start winning, because it looks like Ike's gonna be close to finishing his mythic. And
Yeah.
2-item Kale level 11, now at level 12, not as much fun as the level 7 Kale with barely a 1 completed item you were fighting earlier.
He has to be able to. Juggernaut has to optimize his build a bit for now because of how much damage is going on.
It looks like he's gonna try and fight. Juggernaut pops the ultimate. Ike gonna do a lot of damage. Juggernaut going back in, pops the ghost. Gonna try and hit him with Qs. The Q misses thanks to the Kale ultimate. He's still fast, but Brandon's here with the gold card. Juggernaut's gonna flash, kills him with the E. He's probably gonna be able to down Brandon too. Oh no, he's gonna get Claire and killed by Brandon. Brandon with the gold card gets him. That was close. Juggernaut almost got a double kill.
Didn't get the
I think if he needed to wait out the Kale ultimate before he Q'd again, but Dagon's getting caught out here by the pillar. Cowboy Eric though saves him with the Q, gonna flash away. Everyone gets rooted. Jack going back in. Senna ult. Emperor's Divide's gonna get him out, but Lunar's gonna die to Brandon. Brandon coming in with the Destiny. And Brandon's also running down Super Bros. He has the gold card. GG is here. He might be able to blow up Brandon. Isn't going to. He's going to get stun locked. Jack flashes in to stun GG. G's going to cleanse. They're going to kill Super Bros. Teleport in, and that is 5 now bot lane. There's no dragon for another 3 minutes. So, kind of just running around cleaning up kills. But there are 3 kills on the side of Turnip Tots, and all 3 of them are in your Nasus. Where, yes, he has stacks, but I love Nasus. He's a great champion. He can 3 vs 1 pretty easily if he's super fed and super stacked up. 5 vs 1, however, especially when you're CC'd up, gold card, you got Kale ultimate and the Tom Kench to save your carries. When he's in team fights, he's going to look pretty useless.
Stacked wise, we're at 396. Almost 400.
And 94 on the Senna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point he was at 80 last game.
At this point
And he's probably going to be at 100 around 20 minutes, which is absolutely disgusting. Easily, I mean, if it's another 40-minute game, he's going to be at 200 stacks, no problem. Probably going to be at like 250.
I don't think it's gonna be a 40-minute game.
Nope. I think it's gonna be a 28-minute game. I'm calling it now.
Calling it now.
It's my lucky number. Might as well.
They have to try to figure out. So, Turniips Tots really has to figure out how to get more kills on the carries. But every single time they go anywhere that they're not supposed to, they are going to get caught out because guess what? Somebody else is going to be there. Especially with Branded Guts having that ultimate, probably has Ultimate Hunter to make sure that that ultimate cooldown is super low. Anytime anybody wants to go in on any of the other teammates, it's not gonna be a 1v1. It's gonna be a 2v1 or 3v1.
I think Brandon heard me talk smack about TF, and he's like, "I'm gonna show you why TF is amazing."
Oh no.
Which normally in an even game, I don't like the TF, but when they're this ahead, TF can do whatever he wants. Juggernaut getting caught out though. Cowboy Eric and Daigon's gonna try and fight him. Juggernaut can't get to Cowboy though. He's slowed. Cowboy's got Boots of Swiftness. He's gonna get rooted down. He's gonna try and stay alive, but nothing is going to happen. I mean, yeah, Cowboy's fast. He's got the Boots of Swiftness. They have the stun lock with Daigon's to slow. And Daigon's going to go back in. Kind of low, so I don't know if he wants to fight this particularly, but also huge Ike. And, they're going to go in. Daigon's really low. They might try and focus him first, kill him down. Cowboy's going to get beat down by Lunar and Super Bros. No Turret, Emperor's Divide gets everyone out. And Brandon's going to try and run away. He doesn't have Destiny. He doesn't have Flash, so he's just going to maybe attempt to throw away. Blasted Plant from Lunar's going to probably chase him down. He can get the speed up with the Icy Field. Forget what it's called. And GG's going to stop him. Going to get Flash. Or excuse me, going to get gold carded. Words. Auto attack's coming from Zeri, and he's dead. Bam, bam, bam. 700 gold goes to Zeri.
Yep, we got shutdowns going on. So Branded Guts shutdown went over to Genie No Rematch. The Cowboy Eric shutdown went over to C Lunar, and also the Tom Kench Diagonas went over to No Turk. So that's a lot of money that just went over, and now that 9K difference went over to a 7K.
Yeah, objective bounty on the dragon as well. They still have a lot of gold on the map with all these towers. They've only taken one tower, so with the bounty and just the flat gold anyways from towers, they still can turn this around. I don't know how much they can, because, okay, so no Pref, they got caught out, right? They got too hyped. They're still ahead. Let's not forget, this wasn't the swing to win the game. They're still very ahead. Juggernaut probably can definitely still fight IP. It looks like those
that damage.
Those Qs really hurt. Yeah.
At 462 and just keep stacking. It's gonna be the you know the Seven Dwarves song from Snow White. Hi ho, hi. No, I can't keep singing too much of it. Copyright strike. But moving on. Oh, whoa, Jack.
Jack's going in a no turret. No turret's gonna put down the Emperor's Divide, but Daigon's in the back lane. Brandon's also in the back of the way, but he might get. Oh, he gets eaten by Daigon's. Lunar's in between the whole team. Jack getting pretty low. Stunned Lunar, but Eric's trying to do as much as he can, but it's just not enough. And that it's getting this swing. Ike cannot fight Juggernaut anymore. He's big. There's no K ultimate. He's just gonna Q him to death. Oh no, he gets the tower! Okay, he auto-attacks, so he didn't get the plus 12, but he does kill him. Cowboy Eric not doing as much damage this time around, doesn't have all the kills. Lunar's gonna run him down, Super gonna stun him.
Yes!
Nautilus diff, I'm telling you. You can just stun everyone and your team can just do whatever they really want.
Oh my gosh.
I will say, I think that was a very disjointed fight from No Pref. They kept going in the back of the fight when no one was there. Like, first, Jack was in the back, but there was an Emperor's Divide, so no one could follow up.
Yeah.
Brandon went in, but it was on the other side of the wall, so no one could follow up. Daigon did the same. Actually, in between that, Daigon went behind the Emperor's Divide, and no one could do anything. So it's like there was no cohesion. They weren't working around where their teammates were, which, I mean, they're very split-second decisions, so it's not like they were thinking about it too much, but it definitely lost. Their positioning that time around did lose them that fight, and now we're only at a 3K gold lead. So,
yeah, I mean,
yes, they have late game champions, but I mean, at the same time, Zeri does really good late. Obviously,
Yeah.
NASA is really good late. Nado is super freaking annoying. Azir, amazing late game champion. I mean, he was like, for the LCS, he was like the designated like late game scaling champion for a long time. So it's not like pick KL Senna, win late game at all.
Giving a stack update on these because it's a stack mini game in this game.
Absolutely.
507
Flash the dredge line. That's what you're saying.
507 on Juggernaut, and Cowboys got 115. So you were right. By the way, that 28-minute game, I think they heard what you were saying, and Turniips Tots basically said, nope.
Juggernaut getting collapsed upon again, though. Gold card goes down. Juggernaut gonna pop his ultimate.
Juggernaut,
I don't think he will get around this time. This is not a Lowy.
Oh, no,
he's gonna get a couple Qs, but he's gonna get beat down. But at the same time, they're giving a Baron.
Yeah,
I don't think just leave the KO in the bot lane. This isn't an Lowy. Like, he's not gonna clear the wave that fast. You need to fight for the Baron. I didn't like that call. I think they should have gone for the Baron and not the Nasus.
They just wanted the same play. And by the way, Juggernaut picking up Hullbreaker yet again in game number 2. Must be a favorite item of his. But
He's just a split push person, and that's okay. Yeah. That's your cup of tea. It's obviously working.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna get it.
It was close, but they have Baron. They're probably gonna get Soul Point here. Don't.
So tanks yet again being the only ones that have grievous wounds to deal with everything. So on the side of Pref no Leash.
That can run down super. But I don't know how much they're gonna do. Gold card goes down. Emperor's Divide's gonna probably beat them up. GG is in the back line. Super probably gonna go down to the kill. Nobody gets a kill. Lunar in the middle of the whole team. Actually surviving for a long time. Jack trying to fight everyone in the back lane.
There you go,
Icons getting pretty low. Brandon's gonna get gold card on them, but GG no rematch just blasts him from the back line. And
oh my god!
Ike just gets blown up. Daigon's probably next. He's not able to pull away. Cowboy probably get run down by GG. GG's so fast. Those auto attacks are probably gonna kill Eric, and he goes down.
No.
I'm telling you, Zeri with Runaan's Hurricane is a different beast. This is not the early game Zeri you saw earlier.
Yeah.
Well, you know, with the death timers, okay, so Jack's up in 15 seconds, but they have Baron-empowered minions for, let's see, a good bit. It looks like it is going to expire soon, but they're probably just going to take the game. No, they're going to take the game. Brandon's there in the back. Lunar dies at the end, but Juggernaut, just those empowered Qs are going to take the game.
28-minute game? 28-minute game? Yeah, you were right.
You
was right on the money. You were right on the money, my dude. Yeah. I don't know what happened. They were expecting the fact that, hey, Cowboy, you're not getting as many kills this game, but Juggernaut is starting to actually start racking up the damage with those Qs.
I mean, Cowboy still did the most damage in the game.
Yes.
That was mostly from the early game. I mean, damage charges don't matter if you just all die at the very end.
Right?
So, yeah. I like how it's 28:01 exactly, almost exactly 28 minutes.
Yeah. No. You did.
I mean, I thought it was gonna be 28-minute no Pref win, but I didn't say he was gonna win. To be fair.
Don't do that. That's cheating. All right. You knew who was gonna win. All right. Just be honest about this.
I mean, I picked Turniip to win. I predicted. They had the Nautilus. It made sense. I mean, TF late game, I think we saw it's like, yeah, you have gold card, but after that, what are you going to do against an Azir?
You can't really do too much with the Azir. The Azir has so much more range, especially even if Branded Guts did he did have the rapid fire cannon, but that's only one ability per few seconds. What is it? He also has to energize it, so energizing, so attacking, moving around, all that kind of stuff. And
right.
That was a 2-0 series.
Yeah. I would say unexpected from the start of each game because no Pref was ahead.
Yes.
Both of the beginning of the games. I guess maybe takeaway, work on your late game. especially when you pick champions like Kale and Senna. Maybe your positioning, your vision. We didn't talk a lot about the vision the second game.
No.
It probably wasn't as strong as it, it was probably about the same as the first game. Kind of just got out macroed there at the end. I think it really started from their mistakes where they had 3 members. They had to load Diagons in the top lane. It's like, all right, you just go back and buy your items. You don't need to stick around and try and get this tier 2. They greeted for it. They died, gave up all those shutdowns, and I think they honestly could have just ended if they just played safe the whole time and not done that. But yeah, our MVP selection is up. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
In your eyes, who do you say? Just so the viewers can know what's going on in your head.
I mean, if you looked at the first 10 minutes of this game, it would be very obviously Juggernaut. However, I think that second game, Super Bros did a lot. I think he did a lot both games. Kind of like an unsung hero. I mean, he was just locked down, so much of the other team. With both the Nautilus and the Leona. I'm still gonna give it to Juggernaut, but I think Super Bros would probably be my second pick. His KDA doesn't show it, but I think he was present for a lot of the fights where he needed to be, and he did so much. Did a lot of roaming in the first game, which was actually, and the second game, which is so annoying. Like when you're trying to just lane, just be Cassiopeia Twisted Fate, you just want to play side lanes. And Super Bros did not let that happen. Diagon, was stuck to Eric the whole time, so he was able to. It didn't matter. Eric and Diagon's amazing show in the bot lane, and they had a really, really good early game. Just they need to work on the early game. I think just
And how to roam a bit more.
I think that there's a reason that Turnip is in the top of the standings because they play macro so well. And they also play Nasus, who love you.
Is goated.
Love it. I love Juggernaut for that. I told him not to feed at the end of the game, and he's probably getting MVP. So did it instigate him to not lose? Maybe.
I mean, you did instigate
It
Brandon not to give him a crappy ATF game. So
true. He did have a really good TF game. I did say that TF is useless, and he got 9 kills on it. So props to him for that. He was doing so much with those Destinies in the early game. That last Destiny where he ulted into 4 people on the other side of the wall, maybe not the best, but outside of that, I think all of his Destinies were phenomenal.
Yeah. I have to, honestly, I would give it to Juggernaut, but honestly, I want to give it to GG No Rematch. GG No Rematch's mentality that whole game is just like, I'm getting poked out. I hate this lane. I hate this lane. I hate this lane.
Survive.
Right? It's like survival. A Juggernaut was just, I'm surviving. I am a survivor. He was
I'm a survivor.
Yep, exactly. I was about to say, he's probably having a playlist of freaking I'm a survivor playing up in the top lane. But honestly, GG No Rematch kept just getting poked out. And mentality of coming into game 2, seeing the Senna again, is just like, damn it. All right, I'll deal with it. I'll just have to deal with it. And I give it to those AD carries that they know the role is shit, but they still play it.
It's not as shit as much anymore. As we can see, GG did a lot, and Cowboy Eric was probably, I would say, the MVP of both games for the side of no Pref. But Juggernaut wins it, so we're gonna have 4 casters in the caster booth tonight.
You're right.
All
right.
Should we all turn cams on? Maybe, I don't know. But
I'm gonna pull him into this. Let's just
yeah, you're Ryline. Get him in here. I want to ask some questions.
Hey, it's Juggernaut. Hey,
I'm here.
Juggery.
I'm
How
here.
you doing?
Hey guys, how's it going?
I'm doing all right.
Coming back into the MVP booth as a caster and
okay. Listen, I gotta start by saying I did not deserve MVP last week. This week I won't contend it, but last week
I mean, if it comes to me, it's fine.
No. Last week my team trolled me and picked me MVP despite me not actually playing that well. Last week I deserved it, but
So this week you played harder so that you would earn it.
Exactly, got to make up for it.
I also told you not to feed, so I want to say I helped you a little bit.
True, the mental boost.
Yeah, as a mental boost.
We got Riley right here. Hey,
yeah,
let's go.
You're wearing so much freaking orange.
Okay, Juggernaut, you said you were gonna be casting with us soon. Where is your camera? We gotta see a camera. We gotta
I haven't set it up yet. I have it. I haven't
Okay.
set it up yet.
Okay, all right. Moving on. Let's get to the interview. We know that we're all four of us are basically casters. We all love each other. Much love for all around. But we gotta say, like, your mentality going into these games, man. Like, as soon as you saw your team kind of going behind, especially both games, like, what was your mentality going?
I mean,
Through that
everyone's saying the
call?
same thing, and it's literally we outscale, and it's not just like solo queue. We outscaled. No, we actually genuinely outscale. We drafted to outscale both games, and
Okay.
it was just we looked for they made a couple mistakes. We looked to exploit it. We were able to, and then the whole game just shifts, and the comp really starts to shine.
No, that's great, man. Like, your guys'
I
mentality to get into that is hard. It's a hard mentality to get into. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, well, when you're like me and int every game, it's easy to play from behind.
Yeah, you're used to it. You've
Exactly.
practiced so
Exactly.
much. Is there like when you're playing from behind? I know it's a lot harder. I know some teams when they get to that point, they kind of stop comms and like or when they have when they come back, a lot of times is they kind of stop all comms and let like one person do a lot of shot calling so that like it's more cohesive. Your team fights are a lot better, so that you can come back. Was that kind of the same for y'all, or was it still like mixed, or is it one voice like towards like the mid game where like y'all were coming back?
No, it was still mixed. So our comms in general, I think, are really, really good. If anything, we have too much comms when we're winning too hard. So when we're
Oh,
losing, our
everyone
comms.
does for sure.
But when we're losing, it lowers and we're like just right. That's the amount of comms that we should have.
Right.
And so it's. I mean, you've seen every series so far except this one. We've dropped our first game. We got to have our one int game, and then we play from behind. So we play from behind in the game. We play from behind in the series. It's how we play.
It's
Easy
good
peasy.
practice. Good
No,
practice.
that's
Exactly.
great practice.
I mean, this is the first time that we've seen a 2-game series where you're down the entire time and then you actually 2-0 the series. It was very shocking. I'm not gonna lie, you guys made history tonight. But
I wasn't
like,
ready for it.
what was going on in the beginning of the games? Like, what do you think you guys were not cohesive enough? I mean, macro play game 1 was completely fine. Game number 2, though, you guys were just not with it at all. Were they just relying solely on you as late game carry, or like what was going on? Did you guys expect to maybe get into a game 3? Because game 2 did not look even remotely close as good as game 1 did macro wise. But that turning point, I think, in the top lane when you guys got the 3 shutdowns was really the focal point there. But I mean, like, seriously, what was the thought process up until the point of when you guys got those 3 shutdowns, where it was like, okay, I don't know what the hell we have to do, but we've got to do something? Or were you guys just not even worried about it at all?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't go into it thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna go to game 3, because like after you've decided, oh yeah, we're gonna go to game 3, you've already lost that game, right? It's not even worth playing it out. And some games will be like, oh, it's not worth playing, so we FF. And for us, it's like, no, we just look for. There are some games that are just totally unwinnable, but neither of these games reach that point, I don't think.
Understandable.
And then what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know what happened early game. I'm top lane. I'm super isolated. So I'm just kind of chilling and
Been there, done that. Used to be a top laner. I feel you.
Yep.
yeah,
Especially with the teleport changes where you can't just teleport
yeah,
early
yeah.
game and help your team.
It's so isolated.
Which I think, because it looks like you seem to like it. Do you just, especially with the teleport changes, do you just prefer to be a split push champion like the
Well,
whole game nowadays?
yeah. So I've done a fair amount of comp play, and for a long time, for probably everything up until really this split, I've just taken TP every game, right? If
Yeah.
you look at my older games from last split, it's always TP. And this split, we were finally like, hey, you never TP anyways. Why don't you just go a summoner that's going to be useful, and then just win lane harder, or have something that's more useful mid late? And I started taking it, and I'm really liking it. I still take TP sometimes, but for the most part, I think other stuff is more useful for our style at least.
I mean, adaptability into the game is kind of what you need to do, especially with the patch changes, adjustments, and stuff like that. And it's really good that you don't stick to the original lifestyle of like, hey, I can teleport later on in the game. No, my team basically told me my teleport is useless until later on, so let's just make sure that I can win game later on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of the things where I've never been the best at TPing later on, and I've always taken it just because TP is like so strong, right? It does give
Yeah.
you a lot of versatility, but at the same time, I don't use it enough to really make it worthwhile. So
How fast was your heart rate going at the end of the first game when you're fighting the Cassiopeia inside their base, just refusing to die? Was it just
Honestly,
like?
Dude,
it
that
was
was
not at all.
insane. That was
I was like,
insane.
I'm dead. I was like,
Were you
I'm
just
dead,
like?
and I'm
Were you
just like, I was like, I'm just gonna drag this out as long as I possibly can. And throughout the entire thing, I was just like, yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm just gonna keep dragging it and
So you're
dragging
just
it.
like just.
And then it reaches the point
silent.
where I'm not dead, and I'm like, I mean, I guess I'm not dead.
Yeah, for a second I thought you were just gonna run to the fountain and be like, "Well, if I'm gonna die anyways, you're not gonna kill me. I'm gonna die to a fountain." But
No, I was just.
I think they were expecting that too, because I remember Brandon stopped, and then
yeah,
you stopped
yeah.
right before the fountain. He's like, "Oh wait, like he's not dead," and then you survived and won the game. That was we were
Allow
so
me
hyped.
feeling.
That's
Allow
probably
me-
going in the
yeah.
that's probably going in the highlight reel. So
Oh,
I
it
love
most
it.
certainly is.
I love it.
Like,
But
yeah.
I don't have any other questions for him.
yeah, that's it for me.
Leon.
Oh, I got one more.
Yeah.
You guys utilized 2 subs tonight as well. So, is this? I mean, I know that they're on the roster, they're rostered subs in general. But like, how much preparation did you have with these 2 individuals? Because it was literally a very, very nice, cohesive. Cog absolutely did amazing. Same thing with Super Bros as well. Both of them just jumped right in like nothing. Like, did you guys have a lot of preparation going into this, or was it just kind of like a, hey, we need you and we're just gonna use you type thing? Like, how long have you guys been playing with these 2 subs as well?
Yeah. So, well, to start off with, we knew that we were gonna have to have subs because like our players have been on vacation and yada yada, and they'll be back soon. But we did know we were going to have subs, and we had a rough idea of which subs we were going to use. And the subs that we ended up using are actually like friends of our team. So, for example, Triton and Super and I'm blanking on his name. Jay Turniips, our jungler, all played together on a team in finals, and they actually lost finals to our jungle sub. His team actually won finals against them. So funny enough. But they all kind of know each other, and that's how we kind of got them on the team into play. Played a scrim Tuesday, so we've had practice with them. It's not like we're
Good.
just dragging in randos.
No, it's
Understandable.
always good.
Understandable, but no, that was all my questions. I was just like, wow, literally, you guys hopping in, or these 2 hopping in, it was like seamless. You guys did absolutely amazing. But yeah, no, I have no other questions, and congratulations again. 2nd MVP in a row. Fucking
Yo, thanks.
amazing.
Listen, I gotta shout out Triton. He definitely deserved MVP last week, so this is not a 2-week in a row MVP in my mind. But I will say he's whipping up something special. He's been playing singed mid. You guys better watch out. I want to see some singed mid bans. I want to see some singed mid bans next week. I want to see it.
Juggernaut, no. I don't think we're gonna interview anyone.
I want to see it. I personally want to see it.
He told me to do that. He told me to do that. Don't pin this on.
Don't
I
pin this on
challenge you.
Don't pin this on the mid laner. You can pin.
No. He literally DM'd me as I came in here.
Nah, you guys
Jingle,
did
jingle.
amazing though. But congratulations on the win. You guys definitely are proving to be one of the top teams in this division so far. So I'm looking forward to like later on as well. Sorry I couldn't cast today. Still a little bit under the weather here, but I definitely wanted to hop in on this because it was like I was watching and both games just blew my mind. I was like, all right, we're gonna get a game 3 here, and then you're just like, hold my beer, hold on one second.
Yeah, I'm glad
This
you could make it for the,
I will
the
say
interview, man.
the only thing left for Radline is to get like the plague or something. He's
Yeah, for real.
yeah,
The quadruple whammy.
yeah, pretty
At
much.
this
It was
point,
like
but-
tonsils, COVID, strep.
No, that tonsil's my wisdom teeth.
That's
Oh.
right. Yeah.
But yes,
hey,
we will have more action though for all of you all later on. It'll be tomorrow. Let me go ahead and pull up the
Yep.
schedule one more time because I don't remember.
Glacial
right now.
Carnage versus CB Starlight.
That is it. That is the
Uh,
one. We were supposed to
gonna
do
be-
them last week, but unfortunately, I had a little bit of computer issues, so we'll be doing that tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be Lupul and myself.
Stop.
So that'll be
Let's do
a
it.
great time. But
Yeah, and we'll see Rylan again on Saturday, and me and Lupul again on Sunday.
Hey, I love casting with you, bro. I love casting with
I feel like I've only casted with you the past like 4 times I've casted. Not that I'm complaining.
Is that such a bad thing? Are
It's
you
a dynamic duo.
I know,
It's
right?
it's the Captain Flowers and Kobe.
that is true. But
It's true.
thank you very much, everybody, who joined us tonight. Absolutely. Once again, huge shout out to Wookie Monster. Happy birthday. Absolutely.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Wouldn't be here without you. Congratulations to Juggernaut and the rest of Turniips as well. Lupul, Primus, you guys do amazing every single time. Thank you so much for taking the reins as well. But
Yeah,
we
no
will
problem.
catch you tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and have a great night, everybody. Peace out.